Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Mike O podcast where we talk everything basketball. If you guys are enjoying the channel, like, comment, subscribe, show some love so you guys don't miss out on the latest content coming up. This season is truly Kyrie Irving's redemption arc. Ever since he got traded from the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2018 and went to the Boston Celtics, then they got basically destroyed by the Milwaukee Bucks in the playoffs, and then he left to when he went to the Brooklyn Nets, and there was the whole thing with the front office, James Harden leaving, Kevin Durant leaving, and then all the people giving him the allegations of being a teammate cancer, him almost getting canceled or blackballed out of the NBA for just posting that book on his Instagram. All these things happened to Kyrie Irving. He was actually able to find a home in the Dallas Mavericks organization and make it to the Western Conference Finals, potentially making it to the NBA Finals with Luka. If Kyrie Irving actually makes it to the NBA Finals and wins the championship, this will probably be one of the best comeback stories in the NBA history, for sure. One of the top comebacks. Now let's get right into it with the Dallas Mavericks versus the OKC Thunder game. This game was definitely a nail-biter, with Kyrie Irving never losing a closeout game. This one was definitely a close one. Dallas had 17 turnovers, and it was looking like Kyrie Irving's record was in jeopardy. OKC was up by 17 points, I think around the third quarter, and SGA was just maxing, relaxing, hitting that pose after that and one, up by like 15. That man was living life. I thought it was just about to be another instance of the Timberwolves destroying the Denver Nuggets. That's exactly how it seemed like it was about to be. But the Dallas Mavericks had experience with this if you guys were watching the Clippers series, where the Clippers were up by 30 and they almost sold that lead in the fourth quarter with Kyrie making that clutch layup to actually put the Dallas Mavericks up by 1 point. So they already had experience with this type of situation. So if they were able to come back from 30 points, what is 17 points? You feel me? Like that's nothing to them. That's just a few 3-pointers and they back in the game. And that's exactly what they did. This Dallas Mavericks team, like I said, they got that gritty defense. That's really what makes them so different from last year. Their defense is absolutely crazy, with Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington holding it down in the paint. And then PJ Washington can also space the floor because he's always in that corner waiting to hit that 3-pointer, which you saw for the end of the game. So this Dallas team is extremely lethal on the defensive side, and they can score in a very quick burst. Like, this is almost similar to the Warriors about how fast they can score in such a short amount of time. So you can never really count this team out, because they got the defense and they got the extremely fast-paced offense to go with it. Luka showed up this game, hitting 4 3-pointers, scoring a 29-point triple-double, hitting his signature step back. Luka just had a very great game. He showed up, Kyrie showed up, PJ showed up, Derrick Jones Jr. showed up. Everybody was eating. The key X factor for this game was definitely Derrick Jones Jr. He hit a clutch fadeaway shot to put them up by 5 in the fourth quarter, and then Jason Kidd shoved the shit out this guy like his whole job was on the line. And that was just good to see. Jason Kidd is a funny ass coach. Another X factor in this game was Derek Lively. I honestly did not know he was 7'1". This dude is absolutely giant. But in the game, this man's a rookie out here playing like a seasoned veteran. 12 points, 15 boards. This man's just an absolute lob threat. Anytime Luka, Kyrie, or anybody's able to break into the paint and blow by the defender, he's always up there for the lob. Just keep watching him, bro. He's always up there ready to yam that shit, man. So Derek Lively is definitely one of the better rookies this season. Extremely talented. Definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with in the next few years. I see him being like a Clint Capella type of player. That's definitely unless he adds a little jump shot to his game, he's definitely going to be like a Clint Capella. Pick and roll and lobs and defense. That's it. That's his job. And he plays his role perfect to the T. That's all they really need. Luka don't need somebody doing too much on the offensive end. Just play defense, get the alley-oops. You good, bro. You good on my side. OKC played great this series. They were just one play away from taking this to a game 7, and who knows who would have won then. But this OKC team is extremely dangerous. The sky's the limit for them. I see them maybe in like another 2-3 years, they'll probably reach the finals, most likely, because the development of SGA, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams is absolutely crazy. These guys are getting so good in such a quick amount of time. And I'm assuming they have even more draft picks because they just been stacking up these draft picks all season. So only expect them to probably get better and better and better, man. They low-key like the Boston Celtics, like how we were able to get all those draft picks from the Brooklyn Nets and basically get Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, all these great players in a short amount of time. They basically copied the same code, and they got some top-tier, high-quality players for the future. Now, I gotta apologize to Jalen Williams. I was not familiar with this man's game because this man played like he'd been doing this his whole life. Like he'd been in the league for years, man. He was not scared of the moment. He was taking it to the rack, passing the ball. I think he had like 8 assists, scoring, hitting that half court or almost half court 3-point shot. And he was just getting his teammates open. Like his pace, getting his teammates open, knowing when to score. And then also on the defensive side, he was guarding Kyrie, Irving, and Luka multiple times. So not only is he providing for his teammates on the offensive side, he's playing good defense on the top players of the other team. This guy definitely has great potential. Low-key, he could be a better version of James Harden with defense. That's the peak I'm seeing right now. Like when James Harden first went to the Rockets, that could be what Jalen Williams can be in the future. But I think he's gonna have to not play with Shai in order to fully reach his potential. It might be one of those situations. But let's hope that they can be like, Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, and still, they both get their own. Like Shai still gets his 31 points per game, his favorite number, and then Jalen Williams probably drops another 25 consistently with him. And Chet Holmgren, honestly, all he needs to do is bulk up. If he can bulk up, but keep the jump shot and be more aggressive on getting the rebounds, it's over. This OKC team will probably win the championship next year. If the lobs he was catching during the game was absolutely crazy. I think he even had that lob from Shai with 20 seconds left. That lob almost won in the game, man. It was just the last possession. Excuse me. That last possession where Luka was getting doubled in the paint, and then he dished it out to PJ Washington in the corner, and then Shai was just undisciplined on that play and got PJ Washington's whole forearm on that. So it's kind of ironic, man. The free throw merchant SGA fouls PJ Washington for the game winner and then loses all free throws. So I guess that's just how the cookie crumbles. That's just how life is. Life can sometimes be a bitch. This game was great. It had everything you needed in a great basketball game. A 1-point game biter for a closeout game. I couldn't ask for anything more. So now we got Dallas going into the Western Conference Finals. Most likely playing the Denver Nuggets. Most likely. I think Denver is most likely going to beat the Minnesota Timberwolves just because they got home court. I don't think Jamal Murray is going to have a bad game, or Jokic. You guys seen what they do. This team is probably one of the best teams at bouncing back from a loss. So, the Timberwolves were able to adjust last game to the Denver Nuggets. Now the Denver Nuggets got time to adjust to the Timberwolves. So, low-key is not looking too good for the Timberwolves, but it's definitely going to be a good game. and I'm excited to see how that goes. But yeah, I'm hoping for a Luka versus Nikola Jokic playoff series, because I don't think we've had that yet, and that's just gonna be prime. That's gonna be prime time basketball, man. I love the Timberwolves, but I think like the Dallas Mavericks versus Nuggets series is just gonna be way more enjoyable. But that's about it for the podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, show some love, and tune in to the next show.
If it's big, let's spark it. I'm 1-3 James Harden, I've been like a rocket. She gave me smooth head, I call that bitch Ginobili. I'm tryna 2-4, shoot it like I'm Kobe. She keep playing with her nose, bitch, whatever goes. We sending bullets like it's Madden, that's a perfect throw. Kodak, pictures, Drake, shots, sexy, red, I need that, top. We the latest in the city.